How many yards and touchdowns will Blake Jarwin have this year? Let's put the over-under at like 303, and that feels kind of high. Like, Witten's going to get a lot of snaps, so is Dalton Schultz. Con Emerson, will the Madden curse get Mahomes? It already has. Tyreek Hill. I mean, it's cursed by proxy, but it already struck Mahomes. That's the reality. The Chiefs are not going to be as good now, or at least not maybe as good as they could have been this year. Michael Grant, now that Murray is there, Hard Knocks will probably be Arizona. I need to double check my rules here. I'm pretty sure you can't go to Hard Knocks if it's your first year with a new head coach. I'm pretty sure that's the rule, so it can't be Arizona this year. So maybe next year, but I'm like 99% certain it cannot be with a new head coach. Producer Brett's saying yes, so bump it up to 100 there. Again, folks, use hashtag NFL in the comments section. This one earlier from No AirPods Gain. I think Drew Lock comes, maybe if Denver's out of contention, maybe like the latter half of the season, like week 14, 15, somewhere in that year. Illegal Alien, don't you think Mike Weber is the best backup running back for Zeke? They know each other well. I don't know if chemistry matters that much for a backup running back, but I think Mike Weber fits what the Cowboys want to do behind Zeke, along with Tony Pollard, so I do think it makes a lot of sense there if he proves himself in camp. Big Daddy Assassin, which feels like a weird follow-up to that other movie. Which undrafted free agent receiver for the Saints will get a spot on the team? I think Lil Jordan Humphrey, who I know is slow, I think he kind of makes some sense for what they want to do as kind of a move or a big slot. That could make some sense. I think Emmanuel Butler's the only other guy, if I'm remembering correctly, so I'm going to go with Lil Jordan Humphrey there if he ends up making it. Jason Montez, who wins the NFC West, says Suh should sign with the Rams. Yeah, I kind of like that idea there. I think it depends on Suh not having any other interest, but I'm going to go with the Rams again to win the NFC West. I think they're a very similar structured team. I don't know how much better Seattle got, so I'm going to go with the Rams on that front. Of course, the Niners also a dangerous threat. Jared Sanchez, Devin Bush, Defensive Rookie Player of the Year, yes or no? He'll be in the running, but you got a lot of early round picks on defense. You got Nick Bosa, you got Quinnen, you've got Josh Allen. So I'll go with Bosa or Quinnen because I think they'll make some big time plays and have a lot of sacks. And let's not kid ourselves, it's a stat-based award. Maybe a little more so there for Devin Bush. Alan Hernandez, do you think Carolina will sign Eric Berry or Trey Boston? I kind of don't think that Trey Boston and Carolina ended things on good terms. So maybe Eric Berry, but I kind of suspect that Carolina wants to roll with with Eric Reed and Rashawn Golden in the back end. From Wesley, I'm from the 570. Tell Mitch to quit being you guys can translate. That's not how us PA guys roll. Again, Mitch had to cop out tonight. He went soft on us. Tried to do 9 beers in 6 minutes. He's not feeling great. He wants to respect his privacy, so don't give him that. Tweet him right now, at MitchellRens365. Tell him he's soft. Tell him he's soft and tell him he's got to do better next time around. We know Mitch can do better than that. I can't, but we know that Mitch can. So go tweet him, at MitchellRens365. Give him some grief there for missing out on today's NFL Daily. From Tanette Carter, what is it going to take to get a Patrick Peterson deal done? I assume, I don't know if you mean contract or trade, so we'll start with the contracts. I think it's really going on. I think it's really that the contract stuff kind of fell apart. They got to pay him more money. I think if anyone's going to reset the cornerback market, it should be Patrick Peterson. In terms of a trade, make a big offer. Arizona wants to win. Steve Keim, he's got to win games now. Trading away your best player and your best defensive player typically doesn't help you do that. From Erica Pollock, how good do you think Carolina will do if Cam Newton is totally healthy? They were really good early last year. They can win 10 or 11 games, but it does require Newton to actually stay healthy this season. Don't mind me. From Con Emerson, who do you think is the best UDFA? I had Gerald Willis as my highest graded guy, but there were big-time off-the-field concerns. But if you want to know more, make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/chatsportstv. Right there, we put up a list of our top 20 undrafted free agents. Go take a look there. Links in the comments, by the way. So producer Brett says he put the link in there for you guys. Manny Bruce Salvador, again, says Raiders will not be on Hard Knocks. Clowney or Suh to the Raiders. If I'm the Raiders, I'm actually passing on Suh because I want to see Hankins and I want to see, more importantly, Mo Hurst and B.J. Hall get more reps. If you can get Clowney, I'd consider it. The question is, can you get him for less than a first? I don't know if you can. And if that's the case, do you just want to basically swap out Khalil Mack for Clowney? It's not the route I would go. From Andreas Espinoza, is Dwayne Haskins going to be a bust? Look, there's certainly the possibility. The chances are at least one of these quarterbacks is going to bust, if not multiple guys. So there's the possibility. I do like his fit. I think for Haskins in particular, the ceiling isn't as high as Kyler Murray, even Drew Lock. But the floor, I think, is relatively safe. So I'm going to lean with no. He doesn't end up being a bust, but maybe not a top 15 quarterback. Does Derek Carr throw for over 4,500 yards this year? First off, stay tuned for Mitchell Renz' bold predictions once he recovers from his rough go. YouTube.com/Raiders Report. I'm going to go with no for one simple reason. He's never come close. He's passed 4,000 yards once. So I don't think it happens this year. Now, he's come at like 3,900 multiple times. I don't think it happens this year. Maybe he gets more. Maybe he gets like 4,200, but that's a big step up for Derek Carr. From Abner Masso, if I butchered your name, I'm so sorry. Who will start for the Dolphins on day one, Fitzpatrick or Rosen? I think it's got to be Josh Rosen. I mean, you got to find out what you have in him, truly in having him. And the best way to do that, play him all 16 games. Because if you lose a bunch of games, you're going to be right back where you were if you're Josh Rosen, with Dolphins having the number 1 overall pick, and you go through it all again, which would suck for him. From Sitton, any Buccaneers news? They did sign Kerwin Williams today. So some more running back depth because Ronald Jones looks like a bust, unfortunately. I like Peyton Barber, but they're going to keep bringing in some of Bruce Arians' guys at the running back spot, it seems. From Orion, who will have a better NFL career, Chase Young or Nick Bosa? It feels unfair to answer this given that Chase Young has an entire college season left to play. But Chase Young looks really good right now. He had a better sophomore year at Ohio State than Nick Bosa did. Just throwing that out there. So I'll go with Bosa for now because Chase Young could get hurt this year, and who knows. But Young looks like a really good prospect too. Joshua Knowles, any relation to Beyonce? Let me know. Will the Cincinnati Bengals get back to the playoffs? Not this year. I don't think they're going to be very good at all. Big Daddy Assassin, are the Saints overrated? I don't think so. I think they're a really good team and they're going to compete for a Super Bowl. Now, if of course they don't, then yes, they were overrated, but I don't think the Saints are an overrated team right now. They are built to win. We saw how close they were to making the Super Bowl, a terrible officiating call away from that. I don't think they're overrated whatsoever. I think the Saints are very much a Super Bowl threat right now. From Alex, or AL3X, but how you want to pronounce it, Suh to the 49ers, but she likes that one, also says Raiders suck. I see producer Brett typing away. I feel like he's hooking us up with a Raiders or Niners, something like that. So I'm sure the Bay Area people will get along nicely based on what I've done. So there we go. Bay Area favorite. Type R for Raiders. Type SF for the 49ers. Let us know in the comment section. Producer Brett likes controlled chaos, and this feels like controlled chaos down there in the comment section. So feel free to be mean in the comments, I guess, but not too mean, just like, normal amounts of mean. I think that makes some sense there. More comments coming in. Michael Hinton says Daniel Jones bust. Stay tuned. Later this week, we will have a top NFL first-round draft pick busts. There you go. From Ben says no Trey Boston. He is a locker room problem. I haven't heard much about that. Now, maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but it would have been why he's unsigned. But everywhere he's gone, he's played pretty well. So I'd still sign him there, at least if I am an NFL team that needs a safety. Jordan Thomas, again with a super chat. Can you name 5 players to be traded, signed by, to, or from the Cowboys and how it could happen? Could Dez consider playing for the boys again? Don't get your hopes up for Dez Bryant. Okay, so basically roster moves involving the Cowboys. If someone like Chris Westry or Donovan Lumba steps up, maybe Jordan Lewis gets dealt. I think multiple defensive ends among this group, Taco Charlton, Jalen Jelks, Dorrance Armstrong, and Kerry Hyder, are not on the 53-man roster. They can't keep all of those guys, so that's like 5 right there. Additions-wise, maybe you do get Carl Joseph or an Eric Berry if you want to add some more safety help. And knowing the Cowboys, there might be a move or two later on in the preseason that they add some players in some depth like they did last year. For Megan, how do you think the Bears' defense will be without Adrian Amos at safety and the others gone? I'm actually more concerned about the loss of Bryce Callahan because you did bring in a Ha-Ha Clinton Dix, so I think you're at least okay enough at safety. But looking at the cornerback spot, do you trust Sherrick McManus? Maybe, but that's a little bit dicey for me. So I am worried about the cornerback spot there for Chicago. But Wana Beast back again. Thoughts on Jack Conklin not being picked up for a fifth-year option? That was kind of surprising to me in terms of like the national reaction because all it took was to look up the contract for Conklin. The fifth-year option for a tackle is super expensive. It would have cost them over $12 million. So I'm not that surprised that Conklin's option was declined. It was going to be way more expensive than it probably should have been. So this is not the Titans saying, oh yeah, we're not going to bring him back. It's that the price didn't make a whole lot of sense. Omar Munoz, who will be better, the Raiders or the Niners in 2019? I don't want to answer it. I'll let you guys do it. Who will be better? Type Oak for the Raiders and 49 for the 49ers. There's no wrong answer. Some answers are just better than others. Manny Bruce Salvador, who's the better fit for the Raiders? Suh or Clowney? I'm not going to lie, for a half second, I read that as Downey and was like, wait a minute, what? Because the seal kind of looked like a D to me. Clowney. I think the edge is still a bigger need and you have a better chance for obvious playing time. Yeah, you've got Max Crosby and Arden Key. I'd rather bring in Clowney at that point and then figure it out from there. V. Killets for the win. Will the Packers be a disappointment like last year? Certainly plausible. The Bears are going to be good. I think Minnesota's going to be good. I think Green Bay is going to be good. So, at that point, one of those teams is probably going to miss the playoffs. Maybe it is Green Bay again. All right, another question for you guys. What drink should we send Mitch right now? Let us know in the comments section. All kinds of options available to you. Again, Mitch had a bit of a rough go. Tried to do 9 drinks in 6 minutes, and it failed for him. So what drink should we send him? The best way? Hey, get right back on that horse and keep drinking. Erica Pollock, dark horse for the AFC. If you want a true dark horse, and I can't believe I'm saying this, the Buffalo Bills. None of that like, oh, I'm going to pick the Browns. They're not a dark horse. The Bills, though, I think are an actual dark horse. Wither Wraith, hopefully I got that right. Who do you think will win the NFC North and what will the Vikings record be? I'm still going to go with the Bears to win. I'll put the over-under at Minnesota at 10 wins. I think that's very fair. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Not going to try this name, I'm sorry. How good will Le'Veon Bell be? I think it's reasonable to think he's going to be like what he was last year, right? Like, similar to what we saw in the past. Really good player. Very talented. Makes some big plays for you. Maybe not prime Bell, but I assume top 10 back in the NFL Bell. Jonathan Rainbow, should the Dolphins tank for Tua? Hey, the fish tank is on right now. That's what Miami's doing. All right, it is all aboard the fish tank. Maybe for Tua, maybe for Justin Herbert, maybe for Chase Young, maybe for an offensive lineman or a receiver, but they got options. Derek Roberts, odds of the Patriots getting a first-round bye. They got lucky last year, 11-5, getting that bye, and think Gronk comes back after comp picks. Gronk doesn't impact the comp picks at all, so maybe if the Patriots need him during the season, he makes a return, but it's not going to be a comp pick-related thing there. Knowing the Patriots, I assume they'll get a first-round bye. It happens every year. They get lucky. They don't get lucky. They win 12 games, 13, 11, 12, whatever it is. They'll probably end up getting a first-round bye, and it annoys all of us who aren't Patriots fans. Speaking of favorite teams, by the way, shout them out in the comment section. Let us know your favorite NFL team. I know we got Niner fans in there. I know we got Cowboy fans and Raiders fans. I'm sure we have, of course, Patriots and Giants and Steelers and Broncos and all those teams. So keep shouting them out in the comment section below, guys. Let's see what else we got here. I see some Bills, some Saints, so keep shouting those out in the comment section, folks. Make sure you're subscribed to youtube.com/chatsportstv. We'll get you covered in the offseason. We got all kinds of stuff coming up for you guys, and if you missed anything on today's show, we'll put it on a loop here for you guys in just a second.